Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Simply Sophisticated Over 50. My name is Mimi. I'm really glad you're here today. I have been struggling with foundation. I'm really discouraged because I haven't found anything that I like. So to give you a little bit of background, I was a makeup artist and skincare professional for Estee Lauder companies for years. They had about 30 companies that they owned at the time, and I worked for a couple of different brands that they own. While working with them, I fell in love with Double Wear foundation. That was my go-to foundation. I wore Double Wear all the time. The older I get, I don't need that much full coverage. Also, since I've had microneedling, a lot of the acne scarring and the hyperpigmentation has thankfully disappeared. The thing about Double Wear foundation is, for me, it has gotten way too thick for my skin. And the older I get, my skin just seems to take the foundation and just show every pore on my face, even with oily skin. And I still have oily skin. I mean, you can see my forehead's always oily. Doesn't matter how much powder I use or anything, it's just always oily. So this is probably going to be a continuing search for me. I'm on the hunt for a new foundation. I want something that's lightweight. I want something that's not only lightweight, but I want something that's long wearing. But the most important thing is I don't want it to look cakey on my skin. So Double Wear foundation, again, that was my go-to. I used that for years. And then when I started getting older, or if I didn't need as much coverage, or if it was the summer and it was hotter outside and I just felt like I didn't want to have a lot of heavy feeling makeup on my skin, I would use Double Wear Light. Double Wear Light was wonderful. I loved it. Well, guess what? They don't make it anymore. They have a new one they have now. It's called Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Finish Foundation. It's not Double Wear Light. It's nice. But again, I'm looking for a different finish for my skin. So on my journey, on my search, and I'm still searching, and if you have something that you like, please comment and let me know, because I'd like to try it out. But a couple things I want to show you. Well, first of all, I've tried primer. I know you're going to ask, have you tried primer? Have you tried pore minimizing primer? I've tried primer, and I will probably try some more, and maybe what I'll do some videos on that as well. So what I've been using, I recently got L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Pro Matte Foundation. It's lighter weight, but I want you to see it. So this is what I'm wearing today. I want you to see this. I'm going to do a close-up so you can take a look at it, because when I looked in the mirror, I felt like all my pores were showing once again. I also ordered, and I just got it, I haven't even opened it yet, I ordered another what I thought was foundation. And actually, I think, you know what I think it is? It says it's a CC. It's Physicians Formula. I have not tried this. I haven't even opened it. As you can see, it's still in the packaging. But this one says that it is broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF 30, which is great. That's awesome. And it's a cream. So I want to try this. I read the reviews on this. I ordered this from Amazon. I know you can probably get it from the drugstore, but I really wanted to read some reviews because I like to listen to other women who have the same concerns that I do. And maybe, and I'm hoping this will help you, maybe this is something that will work for me. So I'm going to take off all of this, but first, like I said, I'm going to do a close-up and have you take a look at it. And then I'm going to take off all that makeup off my face, and we're going to try this. So I'm excited to try it, and I'm hoping that it's going to work for me. So let's press in, and I want you to see my pores. You can see my pores, and I'm going to turn to the side a little bit so you can see, and you can tell it's all shiny. Like I said, I put powder on. I put this on, again, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I put this on probably, let me think, about 5 hours ago, maybe 5.5 hours ago. and this is how it looks. But I just feel like it really looks cakey and way too thick. So I'm gonna go take this off and I will be back. One thing I do want to say about double wear foundation, any of the double wear foundations, is they stay on your skin, and I love that. So if you're on the phone and you pull your phone away, there's no makeup on there. So that's really important to me too. I've noticed that some of the foundations that have titanium dioxide in them seem to stay on. So that's what this has in it. So that's another reason I wanted to try this. So I'm literally, like I said, I'm literally opening this up right now. And I had to guess on the shade, but I'm pretty sure this is going to work for me. If not, I'll make it work. So here it is, Physicians Formula CC. Let me open it up. Oh, this is cute. Oh my goodness, there is a sponge in here. I literally brought a sponge of my own. So that's what it looks like. So we'll see how it looks on my skin. And I kind of don't want to use my sponge. I kind of want to use this one. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to, should I get it damp? What do you think? I tell you what, one side, I'll just try it without getting the sponge damp. So let's see, here we go. All right. Let's see how this shade's going to work for me. So it looks like it's really light. I mean, I was going to get this sponge damp, and I kind of think I should, because otherwise a lot of the product is going to end up on there. So let me go get this damp and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And here's where the test is going to be also. The test is going to be around the corners of my mouth, these areas here where I have large pores. That's what I'm looking at. So let's see. Okay. After getting the sponge damp, it definitely picked up more product. So first impression, just feeling it on my skin. I only have it on this side. It feels very light. I don't feel like I have anything on. I like that already. But let's see the kind of coverage it's going to give. And I also want to see how well this wears. Look at that. Next is my nose. Sometimes I'll put on a foundation and immediately when I put it around my lips, it will completely show every line. I don't like that at all. So that's huge for me to have success with that as well. And this looks like it's actually going to be pretty nice. So we'll see how it wears. No, it looks pretty shiny. So we'll see. So I'm looking and I see that it doesn't give like a full coverage. So what I want to do before I put on the blush and the contour is I do want to try to put a little bit more on just on this side, just to see if I can get some better coverage. Okay. So what I'm going to do, and I'm sorry, I'm looking down at a mirror down here because I just need a magnifying mirror. I can't see just from my camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put blush, and first I'm going to put contour on. On the right side, I'm going to put the cream blush and the cream bronzer contour. So this is my Sculpting Touch Kiko Milano. I love this. I use this like every day. And so just for the, and this is a cream, so I'm going to put this one on the right hand side. Put it right here. You don't want it real low. And I'm also going to put it up here and on this side of my nose. And I do have some places to go in a little bit. I'm going to actually go and meet Katie. If you remember Katie from Catherine Hurt Photography. She has worked with me quite a bit, and we're gonna go and do some running around and go eat. Okay, so there's that. That's on that side, and then I'm gonna put the cream blush on the right side as well. And this is the Honest Company. This is a lip color and cheek color. It's actually cheek color first, and then you can use it on your lips as well. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that. This is Plum Berry, and this is the shade that I use like all the time too. Well, at least when I've got some color on my skin, at least in the summertime. But you can see I'm almost out of this one. I do have a couple of other shades that they have. I have another one that I've been using every day. But just for this demonstration, I want to go ahead and try the Plum Berry because I'm used to wearing that one all the time. So I really want a fair comparison, like I said. So I'm going to put the cream blush on just on the right side. You know what? I like how that applies to this. It went on really smoothly, and it was very easy to apply. So that's a plus. Okay, that's the right-hand side. Now we're going to do the left-hand side. I'm going to try this Lorac Pro Palette 2. This is, actually I got this from Nordstrom. I haven't tried this yet, so this is brand new, brand new. It has the highlighter, the contour, the bronzer. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to do the darker shade for the left side of my face. I'm going to use an angled brush for that. Because I haven't tried this palette, this is brand new, I'm going to try the lighter shade, actually, the one in the middle there. I'm going to try that one because I don't want any surprises. If it's way too dark, yeah, it's going to be probably way too dark. So I'm going to try the lighter shade. Oh, yeah, definitely. I like this. Wow. I can imagine what that darker one looks like. That's really dark. I'm going to have to really blend it really well. You know, I've said it before, blending is key. You know, you don't just put stuff on your skin and leave it. You've really got to blend. So I'm sitting here looking at it thinking, boy, do I really need to blend. So I'm going to put these on first, and then I'll blend each side. Okay, so that's the bronzer. And now I'm going to try the blush. I do have True Match by L'Oreal. This particular shade of blush is really pretty. This one is neutral. And by the way, it comes with a little brush in it, but I really like this. Very affordable. Okay, let me try the blush. On the left-hand side, the powder blush. Make sure I have enough color deposited on my brush. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to look really uneven today. Okay, so let me blend this because that's way, way too dark. I usually will warm up my fingers and just kind of blend it with my hands. And then I can use a brush also to just to kind of blend everything in. But I don't want to use a brush on this side because this is the cream side, so I'm not going to use a brush on that side. Usually what I'll do is I'll put powder on over everything. So I'm going to first take a good look at this. I want you to take a good look at it first before I put any powder on. And we'll see how it works with the powder side and the cream side on top of a cream. I'm going to use It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores. This is the translucent. It's no color. So I'm going to put a little bit of that on. I always tap it off. I don't have a lot of powder on here. You're probably thinking, well, no wonder your pores are showing up. You've got a lot of powder on there. I really don't. I just like the way the brush feels. But no, I'm just blending with this same brush. But I did not put a whole lot of powder on. So we'll see how this turns out. Like I said, I've got some running around to do today. I'm going to get on camera in a little bit. When I go outside, I'll get on camera. I'll see how this wears. And it's about 3:30. So I'm going to do some running around for a couple hours and we'll see how this works out. So one thing that I noticed already is this Lorac. It was nice. I like the darkness of it, but if you can see it looks like there are brown spots on my face where I put that bronzer, the powder bronzer on my skin on this side. On the other side, it looks perfectly smooth. So it's possible that I'm not blaming the Physicians Formula CC cream completely. It could be that using a powder bronzer on top of a cream might have made that effect. But we'll see how it wears, and I will check in throughout the day. So I'm about 2 hours in, and I do notice some lines around my mouth. So I'm not sure about this one. I might need a full day to make a decision on this one. So this is about 4 hours in. I am eating with Katie. Delicious food, delicious burgers. So we'll see how this works out. So far, so good. So it's about 7:30 in the evening. I wanted you to see how this wears. I mean, it looks like it still feels really good on my skin. I don't think it separated at all. I just really feel like it's probably going to be a good foundation for me, but I want to check it out, putting it on early in the morning and literally wearing it all day. So I'm probably going to do that later on this week, and then we'll see how it works. But again, I do see my pores look very large, and they are, but it's not something that's minimizing my pores. So I may still need to shop around. Again, if you have any suggestions, please comment, let me know, because I'm seriously looking for something that's going to work for me. My skin, like I said, is oily. However, the older I get, the drier it's getting, and I just don't like the feel of heavy, cakey makeup on my skin. So if you have a suggestion, I'd love to try it. Let me know. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today. This has been really fun. I'll see you on the next video.